wanted to share with you also a common knowledge to most people is that when you get swarmed by yellow jackets, they will, if you walk away, they will follow you for up to 3-5 miles, just forever it seems like. Well, some yellow jackets will do that. They will follow you for quite some time. And the main reason for that is not just that you're particularly marked, but a lot of yellow jackets like to do what I call bulldog. They grab onto you, onto the skin, and they keep stinging, and they hold on to you. So much so that even if you try to pull them off, their head will come from their body first before they let go. So if you run away with all those wasps stinging you, you still have easily, especially how long you've been at the nest, easily hundreds of yellow jackets on your body. So when they do eventually let go, you still have them around you. So in a way, they're not following you, but they kind of are, because they're still holding on to you and trying to protect the nest. Now, with that in mind, the ones that bulldog typically are the subterranean species, or the void nesting species. Like the ones that live in the ground, or sometimes more like hollow logs. And those ones like to bite and hold. However, these species here, these are arenaria, the ones, the common aerial yellow jacket, the ones you see that hang up in the eaves or in trees. Those ones do a lot less biting and bulldogging. They'll do a little bit, but not so much. They like to sting, just sting rather than just bite. So for example, if you get knocked into a nest and you hit this nest with your head, the first thing they'll do, some will sting you, but if it's a light knock, sometimes they'll give you a warning. They'll either hit your head first just by running into you, or they'll spray you with their venom. Now, this phone is actually a bit wet right now because it's covered in venom from these wasps. And the reason is that they don't always sting right away. They'll hit you with their head and then they'll spray venom, hundreds of them, all at one time. And sometimes, for smaller creatures, that's enough to deter them to walk away. And even possibly a bird, because they are constantly aware of their surroundings. And one of the main predators of these species is birds, even crows. So if a crow goes to attack, if they're able to spray some venom in the eye and cause it to start to have a reaction, then the crows might leave it alone if they have enough workers to do so. Lastly, because one of the reasons I know they spray is, one, if you get really close to the nest, they make you sneeze and your eyes start burning. And also, if you capture it in slow motion, you can actually see them spray the venom before they sting you. So when I'm up and close to them right here, I bother them a lot, and they're just spraying me with venom and trying to sting me, but a lot less biting because they're not really hold on to me. They're everywhere, but they're not staying on me, as you can see. Instead, so if I just walk away, a few hundred feet, there's already a lot less on, and they're not staying on me. So if you hit me, if you keep going, then they start ignoring you. The point where there's almost none now. I see one, maybe a few around me, but I am marked. But sometimes if you run away fast enough, you won't get marked. And here it is. And they're already starting to dissipate. And this is about 50 feet, maybe less than that, maybe 30 feet. And we're already pretty good. The next time you bump into a hanging nest, the best thing to do is just to get away. Try not to run overly fast, because then you'll end up tripping. That's how a lot of injuries occur from wasps, is people running and not seeing where they're going, they just trip and fall. So watch where you're going, even though it's obviously hard when you have hundreds of yellow jackets around you to try and pay attention to where you're going. But it's worth it.